Okay, Sherry. I'm on my own this morning. Kiddos are having a rough time. Both of them woke up a little under the weather again, so it's just going to be me. We're just going to go through the cheat sheet of each thing, just so you have everything, and then I'm going to do that one more time with you, and then we should be good. So the water, fill from the outside, your ports right on the outside right here, which I know I showed you. When you're filling, there's a front nut on the water tank that you have to take off to relieve the water pressure. And that is this guy right here. So when you take this out, the big thing that happens when you're pouring water into these tanks is that air is going to come out, and you need to give it a place to come out so that it'll fill up without back charging and backfilling up your line and then spitting you in the face. So if you take this out, then that doesn't happen. There's also an air release that's on the actual port when it comes in, but this just helps. You can run higher pressure water. It'll just fill up faster if you take this out. So then you just screw that right back in when you're done. Turn the hose on and you can come in, and then when it fills up to, about here, you go back out and turn it off. So next thing on the cheat sheet is clean off dishes to best of your ability for cleaning and sink. This will extend the water pump dramatically. So this is the filter for your gray water, so that you don't get any mess stuff into the pump. And this is sort of a universal thing that I tell people is, if you can wipe your plates, all the solids off, and throw that out separately, your water system will it will last so much longer. And that way it's just dirty water, really, that's in here. There's not solids. So we want to try and avoid that as much as possible. The next thing is your FWGW. So these are fresh water, and this guy's labeled gray water, fresh water, gray water. So this is the direction parallel with your plumbing line. If the valve is facing this way, then water will flow that way. If it's perpendicular, it means it's stopped and that water can't pass that point. So fresh water are both in parallel to your water lines, meaning that your freshwater draw and output are on. So right now, if we turn on the water pump, which means it's full, so we just turn that on, water's running. Okay, so we'll turn the pump off now. And then that little bit, after we turn the water pump off, that little bit just empties the line. So then if we were to take fresh water, turn it perpendicular like this guy, turn it perpendicular like that guy, open up this gray water line, which I think you've done already, open up that gray water line, then we'd unravel this out the door, hit the pump again, and your entire gray tank will pump through out that line. The only other thing to think about for the water is when it's super cold, it's best to keep this door open to the inside, just to let hot air get in there and just make it more available to the system. I mean, it was almost probably below zero here last night, and heater has been set right there all night long, and I came out 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night every time I woke up, and just came out and checked, and everything was great, and it was warm in here. I mean, it wasn't even close to any sort of concern with freezing. So I think you are quite solid as far as that goes. Okay, I'm going to shut this one off, and then we'll pick back up with electric.